I'm calling. Yeah, maybe I'm selfish. I want you to myself, I can't help it. All mine. Yeah, maybe I'm selfish. You're my ladies and I can't. Maybe I'm selfish. I want you to myself, I can't help it. Be with no one but me. Yeah, baby. To my thick chicks down in Texas, all the way to New Orleans where the girls cook catfish. And in LA, every chick's an actress. Hollywood status with the shit.
I've been gone. I know. I posted 2 videos last week that weren't really meant to be videos, but I felt bad for not posting, and then I was just kind of like, well, I'm gonna put them on my Instagram, and then I was just like, well, why not just make them YouTube videos, because it's still content. I did a lot while I was gone, so I'm gonna try to give a quick summary. I did some paintings that I'll be showing you throughout this vlog. This is gonna be a vlog, yes. I have a lot that I want to do, basically. I've been getting things done like little by little here and there, or when I get like super inspired, and I'm still trying to find that balance between working like in a consistent flow, whereas like I have the tendency to like overwork myself and get a lot of things done in a short period of time and then take really long breaks after, and I don't like that, because I like to work. I like to, you know, I'm trying to get somewhere, like I'm trying to get to a specific goal, and it's hard to do that when you're working as sporadically as I've been. And I definitely want to change that up myself in 2021. I feel like crap about it. But I wanted to start to get some things done tonight. So that's why I decided to pick up this phone and start filming. So let's start really quickly. Oh, she's listening to music. Okay, if I talk loud enough, I hope that this will not be copywritten or copyright, demonetized, all that stuff, because that's happened to me in the past with my music covers, and I got tired of it, so I stopped doing music covers. So let's start with after my birthday. After my birthday, I was kind of feeling lazy. Like, you know, my birthday just happened. We pretty much celebrated my birthday the whole weekend, because my birthday, I think, was on a Friday. And so we pretty much just celebrated Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Didn't do much. Grabbed food. It was my 21st, so, you know, I drank. Since my birthday is on the 20th, it's November 20th. Like, isn't Thanksgiving, like, the 23rd or something like that? So, like, pretty much, like, 3 days after my birthday, it's freaking Thanksgiving. We stayed home because, you know, we're in a Panda Express right now, and I'm not trying to catch COVID. I'm high risk. My mom is high risk. So we're just trying to keep each other safe. I don't like to go outside unnecessarily or see people that I know have been hanging out with other people unsafely. So, yeah, we stayed home for Thanksgiving as well. Like, we cooked, and I made coquitos, so I was drinking then too. But then I also got a lot of money for my birthday. My parents are so nice. I also had some money from some commissions, so I went ham. And that's where we're getting to this part of the video. This is also kind of like an intro / catch up / I'm about to do a haul, and I'm so excited. I bought so much crap, and some of it's already open. I'm not going to show you everything that I got, because some of the stuff I got is for me. Like, it's not like art related. I'm just going to show you all of the art stuff that I got. I'm sorry, my allergies are really bothering me right now. That's why I sound like this, and I'm like talking like this. I tend to only like to buy the necessities when it comes to art, because it's super expensive. It's a really expensive craft, even if you're just doing acrylic. Like, I mainly paint in acrylic because it's cheaper for me to do that. But it's still pretty expensive when you think about paintbrushes and buying more paint depending on how often you paint. I like to use palette paper, because cleaning a palette all the time, like, I have a palette, but cleaning a palette all the time is super annoying. I prefer to use palette paper. Okay, let me get some of the stuff. A lot of it's already open because like I said, I've been using them, and when I ordered them, I had to do multiple orders. Things were coming at different times, and I was opening things, so then I was just like, you know what, clearly I cannot wait to do this haul, and I don't want to wait to do this haul. I want to do what I want to do. Boom. This is how big it is. You see how big it is in reference to my body. That is the same size as this back here. Am I pointing at it? This back here. I got 3 of those, which I'm so freaking excited about. Like, first of all, I love shopping on my birthday because everything is dirt cheap or there's mad sales, because I wait until Black Friday to start buying things because I'm smart, because my birthday is really not that far from Black Friday, so I'm like, might as well wait. Especially like your girl splurged, your girl went in. They're 23 by 23 inches, so there's some big squares. But I'm really happy about those, and I've been like only painting special things on them because they're so big. I also got a pack of these. This size is the 14 by 14. This is one of the paintings from one of the last 2 videos that I posted. So both of those from the last 2 videos that I posted are the 14 by 14. I got like I think it's like a 6-pack or something like that. It's a good amount. And then I still have like a few plain, I still have a few plain 12 by 12. So they're kind of like in the same size range a little bit, just like slightly bigger, like a few, like literally like 2 inches, like a 2-inch difference. So it's fine. Then I got like a buttload. I literally got 2 big, literally 2 big packs of paintbrushes because I needed new paintbrushes for my acrylic paint, but I also wanted to get brushes for you don't know what this is? It's freaking watercolor paint, bro. Oh, upside down. Watercolor freaking paint. You see that? Watercolor. Yo, I'm so freaking excited. I've been wanting to do watercolors forever. It's just they're usually pretty expensive, and I was able to find this brand at Michael's Artist Loft, which is like their art brand. They're like, you know, they're cheaper than name brand art supplies. I buy their paintbrushes. I buy their canvases. That's all I've ever bought as far as paintbrushes and canvases. I've never tried anything more high-end, but they work. Like they work just fine. And I like how cheap they are because then it doesn't make me feel guilty for buying more paintbrushes and getting rid of old ones. I split in between the two. What I wanted for watercoloring and what I wanted for acrylic, because I didn't want to share acrylic and watercolor brushes. I feel like that just, I don't know, gonna be a recipe for disaster. So then it just happened to come with these 2 like bigger brushes, so I figured that I would use these for varnishing, this for smaller canvases, this one for bigger ones. But I use this on pretty much all the canvases, big or small. I haven't really had a use for this yet. I might for something else, but we'll see. So I got my watercolors. They were on sale. This is a 24 pack. I didn't show you all the colors, but it's basically 24 colors. So I was like, that's cool, because it's really frustrating, especially working with a new medium, learning how to mix new colors. And it's like, I know how to color mix, but I'm also heavy-handed with paint sometimes and I don't realize it, and then I end up wasting a lot of paint to get the desired color that I want. And it's just like, it's easier to start off with like for example, I have 2 different shades of blue. For the record, this is metallic, but that's not the point. I have different shades of color. This is like a teal, like a green blue. This is like a purple, but it's like dark enough to be a blue. It's like a violet. You know, like it's just like I have 3 reds, like 3 different reds. I think one of them might be metallic though. Let me see. No, these are not metallic. These are just reds. Like a orangey red, a true red, and then like a darker crimson red. So, and then I have like 2 different, you get the point, okay? That's why I wanted to get the I think it's like the 34, the 35 pack, but it was sold out every time I tried to buy it. So I was just like, let me get the 24 before they sell out, because they sold out when I bought it the first time, and then Michael's had to give me my money back and I was tight. It was a whole thing. So I wanted to get it now. Is basically what I'm saying. I wanted to get it as soon as possible. So I was just like, it's fine. Like, I can always buy more. I think I'm definitely gonna need more white paint because I painted something with my watercolor already, and it's like, ugh. I used a lot of white paint because there's a lot of white in that painting, and just also mixing colors and making them lighter, and just so back next. I don't know if I showed this already. I got 2 of these for the watercolors because, like I said, I didn't want to share a palette with my acrylic things. Like, I didn't want to share brushes or palettes or anything like that, anything of the sort. I also felt like this would just make more sense because, you know, like, how do I say, it's hollow. They have like little hollow, they have like little circle holes to hold the watercolor paint, because I know it's more like, especially once you start adding water to it, it gets a little bit more liquidy, and I just felt like it made a lot more sense to purchase something like this to put my watercolor paints in when I'm working with them than a traditional like flat palette that you would use with like oil paints or acrylic paints. And I also still have palette paper, which I think I bought a lot of palette paper too. That's another thing. Damn, I don't have it on me right now. I'd have to dig for it, and I don't feel like doing that because I already showed y'all where I keep my little ghetto stash of art supplies, but it's nothing special. It's just the Artist Loft brand. I normally buy the Blick brand, or in the past I bought a different brand before from Blick though. Like, I bought it at the Blick store. If you don't know Blick, then what are you doing? And that's where I get my paint from. Like, my acrylic paint, I mean. I get my acrylic paint from Blick, and then I got some other goodies from Blick that I'm very excited to show you about, because 2020 and 2021, like 2020/2021 has been the year of trying new mediums, and I'm so freaking excited. That's always been the goal, is to try different mediums, because I just like to create. So like, if I get interested in another medium, then I'm just like, oh, I want to try it. So we're gonna try, girl, we gonna try it all. We gonna try it. Oh, I'm so excited. So yeah, I got 2 of these for the watercolor paints, because these only come with what, like 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 holes, and I have 24 paints. So I'm like, I'm probably like, when I'm working, I might need more than just 10 holes to work. So I bought 2 just in case, but so far I've only used 1. But I also feel like this is because the thing that I painted consisted of mainly like one color with only like a few different colors. So like, I didn't have to mix a bunch of different spots, but I ended up using all the holes though, because I messed up on certain colors and I had to remix. Like, it's a process. Like I said, we're learning new mediums. We're still learning. So the next thing that I got, I'm very excited about. These 2 came at the same time, so I'm gonna show them together. Boom. Do you know what this is? Do you know what pastels, bro? Soft pastels. Well, that's what they called them online. They're soft pastels. It says 24 landscape colors, which I believe this is probably the colors. Probably is, right? I got this because I wanted the traditional ones, or like the variety ones or something like that, and those were sold out, and this was the closest thing to it that I could buy that just comes with multiple colors, because like, I'm not trying to color realistic things with these pastels. Like, they're probably going to be like whimsical, and landscape still gives me the freedom to like paint like landscape, to draw like landscape things like sunsets and things like that, but then I could also draw like whimsical characters and things with all these beautiful bright colors. I love color, okay? I love color, I love bright colors, and that's why I rarely paint in skin tones. Don't get me wrong, like regular skin tone. Mixing skin tones is irritating as hell. Let's start there. It is irritating as hell, but it is also beautiful. Like, those colors are really, really nice and rich to mix, but then I get bored putting them on the actual canvas, is what I found. Like, when I made one of my other paintings that I showed in one of my other videos, it was like a purple lady, and mixing all of those different purples to make her look like a person was just so fun. Like, I love mixing bright, rich colors. I just love that. I don't know why. So this was perfect. I'm like, I don't need skin tones, because they have one specifically for skin tones. And I'm like, I do not need that. That's not where we're going with this. So I started using some, and my practice drawings, to say the least, suck. But like I said, it's a learning experience. I might show them to you. They're kind of funny. But I haven't used these since the first day, since the day that I got them. I whipped them out. I was so freaking excited. Look, some of them are broken. I don't want to like spill them on my bed because they're messy as hell. That is one thing, they're messy. They didn't get off my pants until I put them in the wash, and that, girl, we're not doing that. They look like this, right? And some of them are broken. I broke some. They didn't break. They came perfect. They were not broken when they came. I broke them. I didn't realize how harshly I was pressing on the paper, and they just snapped. But it's fine. They still work, right? I didn't realize that in order to get this to actually stay on whatever you are coloring on, you need like some type of sealant spray, because it is a powder. So it literally, like, you touch it, it goes on your finger, you rub it, it starts to fade off of the page. I didn't know this going into the medium. I probably should have done my research, and I wish I would have bought whatever I needed to seal this when I bought this, but I didn't, and I haven't yet. But when I get the chance, I will. So I haven't touched these since, because I'm like, we're not going there. We're not playing this game. But I still love them, and I'm so excited to work on them. So this was just simply because I'm lazy, and I wanted to treat myself. So I'm just gonna show you the lid first before I show you what's inside. 36 little tiny baby tubes of colors of paint, because I needed more paint, and I was gonna buy more paint because they were having a sale on paint, but they were also having a sale on this, and normally this is like super expensive. I forgot what the original price was and what I paid for it, but I got a deal, okay? I got a deal. It was a deal. So let me see if I can show you this without it spilling. Well, I showed it in my other video, like very briefly. It was this. And it comes with so many colors, which has made my life so much freaking easier as far as mixing colors. Because, okay, so like there's like 4 freaking yellows, there's like 3 oranges, like a bunch of pinks and reds and purples, mad blues, greens, there's browns, 2 different blacks. I didn't even know that there was 2 different blacks, but there's 2 different blacks. There's like silver, there's like a few metallic colors. Like, it's dope. And I originally bought this because I was just like, okay, well, since they're small, I'll use them when I want to do like my fabric painting, because I have a fabric medium in which I mix with my paints. I found that for now, for me, has been cheaper than buying individual bottles of fabric paint, because fabric paint is very expensive for some reason. I do not understand why, but it is. And I'm just like, yeah, we're not doing that, especially when I have so many bottles of paint at home and I know how to mix colors myself. I could just make them fabric paints as needed. So far that's what's been working for me. I've been trying to buy the set of acrylic paint, of fabric paint, the Artist Loft brand from Michaels, because I found that that's like the cheapest one that comes with a bunch in a pack. Most fabric paints are sold separately, like as individuals, and buying individual bottles is expensive. So yeah, but they're always sold out, and I just feel like it's a personal attack against me, and it's just like, wow, that's so rude. So yeah, I bought that to work with my fabric paints, but of course, as you can see from my past 2 videos, I've been using them to paint regular things, which is fine, and I don't use a lot. Like, I make sure I use small amounts because they are very teeny tiny little baby cute bottles. They're just so cute, but I also use them to help me finish a painting that I'll be showing you later on in this video at some point. Pretty much what I got that's art related from a birthday. Big 21, you know, had to treat myself and whatnot. I want to show you my first watercolor painting that I'm so proud of, because I've never worked with watercolor before, and I was expecting it to come out disastrous. Was the process disastrous? Yes, I made a lot of mistakes that I can definitely learn from in the future when I'm doing my next few practice pieces, because I want to practice a little bit before I start, you know, flexing or whatever like I do with my acrylics, because before I started posting my acrylics, I had background in acrylics because I took a beginner's painting class in college. So it's not like I was just like willy-nilly just like doing whatever and just like self-taught. Like I'm semi self-taught. I'm self-taught for the most part, but my foundations and my beginnings have come from learning acrylic in my beginner's paint class. And that was the only art class that I took in college because that was not my major. Did not expect to like art as much as I did. This is my first ever watercolor paint, and mistakes were made along the way. Don't get me wrong, mistakes were definitely made along the way. But like considering this is my first go, bro, like, are you serious right now? Like, do you see this right now? There's better videos and pictures on my Instagram. Like, look at the detail of that cut, bro. Like, look at the pour. Look at the pour action, bro. Freaking insane. This is paper from my sketchbook, which is like, oh, let me get it. It's like literally right here. See, my stencils are showing. That'll be later in the video. I got this from Michaels. Love the brand. I know it's a good brand. But I got 2 of them, and they come with 15 sheets each. I got this one, which is the Tone Tan, and they're both mixed media. So like you can work with wet, you can work with pencils, like basically wet, dry. Or at least that's how I took it. To mixed medium, okay, heard you. But it says that you could work it says for wet and dry. It just doesn't say wet. So maybe this is not, like, I know there's watercolor paper out there, but that is also expensive. So we're gonna work with what we have at the moment because we're still on a budget, you feel? So I used the Tone Tan for this one, and I cut it. It's originally 9-inch, it's 9 by 12 inch paper, but I cut it into this square. Like, I taped off the edges and painted on the full size paper, but then I cut this to fit and look nicer and more aesthetically pleasing. But I have the Tone Tan mixed media paper, sketch paper, and then I have a blue one. So it's like a tone blue. It's pretty. Pretty. That's all of the new stuff that I got for my birthday or just in general these past few months. That is my first ever watercolor painting. As you can see that there's a painting back there. I'll be showing you everything else as this video goes on. Oh, I got artist tape. That's how I was able to block this off. That was another thing that I got from Michaels. I bought a lot of my art stuff from Michaels because, like I said, we on a budget, you know. But the next type of medium that I want to try once I get my hand on watercolors is oil. I never thought that I would be interested in oils, working with oil paint, because I told myself, I'm like, oil paint seems complicated and boring and just, I don't know. But it looks sexy. Like, it's just all smooth and just like it all melts into one another. It's just like, wow. I want to try that. So, but for now, we're working with watercolors because I've been wanting to do that since many months ago. If you want to keep up with me in all of my art related endeavors, you should follow my Instagram because I post more consistently on there, because I show work in progresses on my story, and I also post the paintings first on Instagram. So yeah.
Right there on top of the moon, we could sit and do nothing. I wish we were bold to just fly away. I don't wanna care. Just be here and I'm good alone. I'll be okay, miss you like an old friend. Too scared now, thinking I should call up all night. I think it's hard how we always wait another day. How we watch things that can't just walk away. cliff down by the water, watch you come and go home. I wish we were both to like sail away. I just don't wanna care. Can you be here and I'm good alone? I'll be okay with you like an old friend. Too scared now, thinking I should call up on her.
next day for me starting that. Yeah, I got this far. Didn't film that clearly because the blue was taking a while and it was redundant, so I didn't want to film that. I still have to do another layer of blue, and then I still have to finish the black, but that'll be for the next video because I don't think I'm gonna paint today, and this video is already so long. So sorry that this video took so long to come out. Clearly there's still footage from January in this video, so I feel like that just says a lot in itself. But I don't think I'm gonna paint today because my back is wrecked, because as you can see I have to paint on my floor. But it's fine because I ordered an easel, so it's coming next week. So I'm probably not gonna wait till next week to keep painting, but when you see me paint other things, it won't be on the floor anymore because it's terrible for my back and I have scoliosis. Also, I have scoliosis, so don't be mean, okay? When you see me on the floor and you see how my back, the way my back is set up, you know, I hope to better plan these videos because they're kind of weird. Like, I hope to have better structure in the future. Part of me feels like half of it's a waste of time, and I'm just like, no. I'm trying to plan better so that the videos make more sense. I mean, there was a lot of painting in this video, and I clearly wasn't able to add that other painting that I told you that I started in November, and we are now in 2021. And it's still on my wall unfinished, but that'll probably be the next video, if anything. I hope you enjoy. I'm so excited for her. So excited. So I'm definitely going to be filming that process. Thank you for watching, and I'll hopefully see you in a timely manner because I don't want to make promises at this point because we see what happens, what I do.